Okay, guys, so this is a theory video about RWBY. For those of you who don't know what RWBY is, Rooster Teeth does this anime. Currently has 4 volumes out because they don't do seasons for a very important reason. Volume 5 is about to come out. Well, here in a couple months. And I want to make a theory video as a fan, and I hope Rooster Teeth or somebody will get a hold of this and realize that there are a lot of things they need answered about this topic. And I will say, spoilers alert now, I am going to talk about a couple of things that those of you who haven't caught up there yet would like to keep to yourself, or experience by yourself watching the anime. But is Oscar the wizard? And for those of you who don't know, or forgot about it, you have the 4 seasons tale of the 4 seasons. And in it, there's a wizard. And the 4 seasons come by, and they go, and he thanks them and gives them power. After all, he is a wizard. So I got thinking with a couple of my friends, is the wizard like the 4 seasons? Because when one of the seasons die, their powers go on to the next one. Not like summer goes to fall and fall, or spring goes to summer and summer goes to fall and fall goes to winter. Not that. No, it's like it goes to a different person. And Oscar, well, no, I shouldn't say Oscar. Ozpin gets, when he's fighting Cinder at the very end of his life, and he dies, he's showing all these powers. Like, he gets faster, then he throws up a shield or something. All while going toe to toe with a Fall Cinder. And this is when Cinder has the power of the Fall Maiden, which I think is the weaker one. I don't know. They still need to explain the power chain, or if they're all equals and it's just their powers are slightly different. But he's going toe to toe with Cinder, and she is handily messing with him, but he's keeping up, can't do much offensively, but he's being a beast on defense, and he dies. Sorry to say that, but a building basically lands on his face. So, yeah, he's not getting up from that. Very few people can do that, by the way. Just letting you know. Well, and then we get introduced to this character named Oscar. I can't remember if he shows up at the end of Volume 3 or if his first appearance is in Volume 4. It's going to be one of those I'm going to have to put down in the description as I find it. And he goes through, and Oscar wakes up, or it looks like he wakes up, in his room, in his aunt's house, and he hears Ozpin's voice. This could have been happening for a couple of weeks, or it could be the very first incident. But he acts like he's denying the existence of Ozpin in his head. It's like, I've gone insane. There's no way this could have happened to me. I live in my aunt's house, and nothing ever special ever happened in my life. So, what's going on? This can't be real. I'm just going insane. And Ozpin convinces him to leave. It takes a couple of times of seeing him, so probably about half a season for that to happen. When that happens, he runs into one of Salem's goons, who gets him the cash for the ticket. Then he goes on the train, finds Crow, and hands Crow the cane, and says, "This means something. He told me this means something to you, if I remember correctly." And then, yeah, it's basically the last we saw of him. But I'm more interested in the fact that Ozpin showed multiple powers, multiple semblances, and all of a sudden Oscar starts hearing Ozpin in his head. So is it possible that Ozpin's conscience went to the next in line for receiving the power to explain to him how to use the powers? Teach him how, basically. And does that happen with the Four Seasons? Well, that's probably gonna be another video I talk about, but that's gonna be a fun episode. But hopefully this gets solved in Volume 5, and a lot of other things I have going around in my head that I just need to talk to people and get it to flower up. But this is something me and my friends talked about for hours, and those two agree with me. Those two believe that, yeah, he probably is, and if anything else, he is. If anything else, it's probably just something like Osman was all powerful or something. And another theory that supports this, and I have to thank Eruption Fang for this, because I was watching his video on a topic like this. I can't remember the video, but he said, oh no, he was connecting people from RWBY to their myths, and Wizard of Oz, you have Ozpin, like the Great Wizard Oz, but in that he was called Ozpin but in RWBY he is Ozpin Headmaster. So it's like you have to think about it for a second, and then you go, okay, yeah, that makes sense. But he speculates that Ozpin was the wizard, or was the current wizard. And I believe Oscar is now the new wizard. And I don't keep up with Rooster Teeth all that much about, hey, like, here's this, and this. I don't keep up with it. I watch it through the show. If the show doesn't explain it, I'll make a video like this, or I'll go looking on YouTube for other people that do this kind of video. And overall, I actually believe that he is the wizard. Now, how many of you that like that believe that, I support me, give me a thumbs up. Hope at least 10 people agree with me. If you don't, you don't. And comment what you believe happens, or what you believe about who is the wizard and who's not, and if Ozpin was the wizard or anything like that. So yeah, that's where I'm gonna have to end this episode or video, or I don't know if I'm gonna make this a series or not. This is my very first video, so yeah, I'd like to see y'all later, and bye.